Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me all throughout Pootles Advent Countdown. We're on to the final project number 25, but I've got 5 weeks of videos that you can go back and have a look at. And of course, come Monday, I'll be back in my usual schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and of course, 7 days a week blogging. And this is my final project. So every year I make a wreath that comes out on camera, and it does hang in my house. And I wanted to show you this year's version. So I could turn my lights off and it's not going to make a difference because my camera is very clever and will auto censor and set up the right lighting. But there are little lights on here which you could just about see. But these little lights are lovely. If I turn my lights off very quickly, you'll see it as the light adjusts. There you go. So you can, oh actually that did make a difference, probably because it's evening now. But yeah, the illumination is just charming. So let's pop my lights on so you can see again. There we go. So you can see I've got a little bit of a gap here, so I'm going to do my final die cutting, but I've got all sorts going on here. So I've got mint macaron and silver, which is what I'm going to finish with. I've got the lovely Highland Heather velvet paper from the annual catalogue and some purple posy going over the top. Then I've got Seaside Spray with the Balmy Blue Glimmer, and that Balmy Blue Glimmer is just gorgeous. And it's just, I've just attached a ribbon. Actually, technically the ribbon is left over from the last time I made a wreath. And yeah, and it will just hang like that. This will all tuck out of the way. You can't see my on-off switch. It tucks out of the way, and they're brilliant. And I love to make one every year. So my final bit of die cutting. So I'm using the So Many Snowflakes. That's all I've used on this. Just one die set. And I just mixed and matched the colours. So you can see I've got mint macaron in the background with silver in front, and then I did vice versa. So I just basically die cut everything and went for it that way. So I want an outline and I want an inside. So I've just got a couple of, literally the last two. Didn't take me very long. Once I had decided on the colours that I was using, and I just wanted lovely pretty pastels. Once I'd decided on that, didn't take long at all. It was the decision making on the colours that took the longest. I did bring in pink at one point in time and I didn't like it, so I kicked it back out again after I'd die cut everything. But you know, that's real. So, oh, I hope that was okay. Yeah, that one was fine. Right, so I've got my die cut silver foil snowflake, and yes, that's cut through nicely. And then my mint macaron snowflake that's got a little bit more detail going on. And they layer up so prettily. So I'm just going to get a paper piercer to poke those centre bits out. In the past, when I've made wreaths and decorated them, I've used lots of different glues. Now, wreaths go in phases of being really easy to find and crazy difficult to find. This year, and obviously I was buying them in August, or I was looking for them in August, not so easy to find. And I've had that in the past. I'm just putting a mini glue dot in the centre, but where you can't see it, so I'm trying to go around the edges. Yeah, in the past I've struggled to find wreaths, so I now have one, two, I'm looking at them, 2 more up on my shelves, and this one that I kind of work in rotation. So I use mini glue dots, and I use them for 2 reasons. One, because if I stick a snowflake in a place I don't like it, I've got room to manoeuvre. And then if I do like where I've got it, I can push more firmly and it will stick. But also, you can take them off at the end of the season. They're going to last the season without any problem whatsoever. But then when the season's over and you want to take them off, or you want to use it for, you know, something else, you can. All of what's on there will pop off easily. So this particular one, last seen for my birthday when I put rainbow butterflies all over it. So that was back in March, and I just popped all the bits off with no problem. But yeah, I've just filled my gap. There's lots of different ways to make wreaths. You can have them in clusters at the top. You could fill the whole thing. I like the little bit of wicker on display. Just lovely. And as I said, it will hang like that. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. I like this one. I have pastel in... might possibly have multiple trees in my house. Oh, look, my lights have just come back on again. Yeah, I might have multiple trees. I do have 4 full-size Christmas trees in my house, and one of them has got pastel colours, so I will put this on the door into that room. But yeah, thank you ever so much for joining me throughout the series. Obviously everything is on my blog. You can also see past series that I've done. I've been doing these since 2013, which was the year I joined. Everything is on my blog. Can't wait to speak to you soon. Back on Monday, my usual schedule. Bye.